Fight.
Hello guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment, catch up on all the older videos, and make sure that you guys getting these views and likes up. Today we're gonna be doing a chatting with CoCoa, and y'all know I got my notepad, my notes, all this good stuff. I'm sitting in my car. I just got off work and it's like raining ridiculously, so I figured what better else to do than go ahead and post this video, well, record this video. But okay, so now that we have a schedule of chatting with CoCoa every Saturday at 12, make sure you get your post notifications on so you can keep up with the tea. But now that we have that schedule, I'm gonna start making sure that I put at least 2 topics in the video so that it's not like too far apart, and that way I can make sure I'm keeping up with the submissions and stuff, because I don't want to get too far behind and people be like, girl, I sent that topic in weeks ago. So yes, so we got two submissions. So the first one says, so my friend doesn't hardly text or call, and that's fine. We both have our own lives and get busy, but I always see her with her other friends on social media. Am I just being petty for cutting her off? No. The answer is no. No, you are not petty for cutting her off. One, because people make time for what they want to make time for and who they want to make time for. Also, she sees, well, she knows that you all are on each other's social media. So it's not like she even being sneaky about it. And sometimes stuff do slip your mind. So maybe you text her, or maybe you call her and she saw it, but she was meaning to get back to you, or whatever the case is. But for it to be an ongoing pattern, based off of this, I'm going to assume that it's an ongoing pattern. No, it's not petty, because the same way how that notification between her and her friends popped up on her phone, the same notification popped up for your text, for your call, whatever the case is. And I always say it takes 2 seconds to shoot a text. And now it's even less than that, because you don't even have to really pick your phone up. You can be like, hey Siri, text whatever to whomever. I can use my watch. Again, hey Siri, text whomever to whatever. Text whatever to whomever. Like, it's so simple. So to me, it's disrespectful, because you know that I'm on your social media. You know that I can see this. Like, I'm reaching out to you, or maybe I'm not reaching out to you, but you're not reaching out either. So no, I would say don't be so available, because she's probably gonna hit you up like when all her other friends are busy, or whatever it is, or when it's an event that she wants you to come to. But I say don't be so available, because to me it's disrespectful. Like, you want to act as though you're not seeing my messages or my calls, or you can't pick up the phone and text me or call me, but I'm seeing you on social media with your other friends. So to me, it just says that my watch is recording me, because I said, hey Siri. Oh, that's why. See, that's what I mean. That was so quick. Got a whole essay, everything I just said. But anyway, yes. So let CoCoa tell it. No, you're not wrong for cutting her off. Let her stay where she at with the friends who she want to be with, and the friends who she texts and call back. Because at the end of the day, how I see it, she's showing you that you're just an associate, or you the backup friend, or whatever the case is. Because if we not texting, we not talking. And I'm not saying we got to all the time. And like you said, that's fine, because people get busy. But to say that I'm seeing this stuff, to me, is disrespectful. And also, let CoCoa tell her, we teach people how to treat us. So if you jump to her beck and call when she finally decides to reach out to you, then to me, you're allowing that behavior. Like, you're condoning it. So, yes, cut her off. Or leave her cut off, or whatever. Okay, so the second submission, and this is our first male submission. This is the first one that a guy sent in. They're going to remain anonymous. So, okay, so he says, anytime I go out with my people, my girl trips. But when she go out with her little friends, I don't bother her. And if I tell her she be out too late, she trip out. But I ain't say nothing when she pushed up on me about it. Okay, so I'm not laughing at your submission. I laugh because you sound like us when we be talking about y'all friends. We always call them your little friends or his little homeboys or whatever. But anyway, okay, so how do I start this? Okay, first of all, this wasn't a question, so I'm just gonna give like my opinion on it, because I don't really like, it's nothing for me to answer. So I will say, just because I'm a female, I'm not gonna side with her. Like, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, girl power, blah 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 blah, because that's not right. If she's asking something of you or requiring something of you, then that's something that she should also be willing to do. So if she has an issue with you being out late, then she also needs to be mindful of what time she's coming in. If she has an issue with who you going out with, how much you going out, whatever it is, then she also has to be receptive of whatever you tell her about her going out. Now, I'm not saying be petty, like, oh, I'm only saying this because it's something that you would say to me. Like, it's not necessarily an issue for me. Like, I don't really care what time you come back or who you go out with, but oh, I'm gonna say something anyway because you would say something to me. I'm not saying do that. What I'm saying is like, if I tell my husband like, oh, I have an issue with you coming in the house at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I guess this is a bus stop. But if I have an issue with my husband coming in at 3 o'clock in the morning, then I then can't come in at 3 o'clock in the morning and expect everything to be Gucci, because that's hypocritical. You have to be fair and be considerate of the other person and realize that if it's an issue for you, it may be an issue for the other person as well. So my next thing will be, are y'all spending enough time with each other? When you are together and spending like a lot of time together, it doesn't really affect you as much like when your spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, goes out, because like y'all have spent an adequate amount of time with each other, and eventually you want your space, you want her space. And let's see, I'm trying to look at my notes. Honey, I got a chicken scratch going here. Okay, so yeah, have y'all discussed acceptable times to come in the house? Try talking about that. Try discussing the time. What is too late? Now, granted, when you out, and especially like if you don't have a car, like if you don't have a car and she's expecting you to be back because you went out with some people, that's kind of far-fetched. Because when you don't have your own transportation, or when y'all ride together, because let's say it don't make sense, we all going to the same place, so why we all gonna take different cars? But if she knows that you're riding with somebody else, you don't leave when you say leave. You leave on that person's time. So that's another thing to think about. And like I said, try discussing the time. Like, try saying, you know what, babe, I'm about to head out, but I should be back by whatever time. And I'm not saying for her to be like sitting on the phone like he got 3 minutes. Because like, you don't want to treat your partner like they got a curfew, like they kids. But at the same time, it is a respectable time to come in the house. But that's per opinion. Like, that's I don't know, it varies. Because sometimes it's different. Like, are you hanging out with family, or are you hanging out in the booty club? That's a difference. Like, are you really at the studio, or are you at the studio with whoever, and Kiki and Nene and them? Like, it's so it's different. It's differences in it. Oh, see, and that was my next thing. Are you in an environment that would cause her to worry? Like I said, are you just hanging out with your family? Are you out in the club? Are you at the strip club all night? Are you giving her a reason to be concerned? And the same thing for her. Like, is she doing these things? So this is all stuff that y'all need to talk about. Come up with a time that's acceptable for the both of y'all. She needs to realize that, no, you cannot. I cannot just say to you, you can't do this, and then I'm going to do the same thing. Because realistically, that'll make the person start doing it just because they know, oh, you're hypocritical. You got an issue with me doing it, but you're going to keep doing it. So, let CoCoa tell it. It's time to dig deeper. Figure out what the real issue is. Is the issue even you going out to begin with? Or is the issue like, oh, I don't want you going out anyway? I don't like your friends. Is the issue, I don't know, like fidelity? Like, have you cheated? Have you given her a reason to question your whereabouts, or if you're really there? So yeah, those are things to discuss. Figure out the real problem and work through it by communicating, and make sure that the rules are applied to both parties. It can't just be a one-sided rule. But that's all that I'm going to say on the matter. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment, share this video with the girl, share this video with your homegirl who you cut off or whatever. Make sure that you get this video some views, get it out there. And like I said, that's all I have to say. So it was nice talking to y'all.